Hey guys, welcome back to War Room. I'm your host Josh. Wanted to take a minute to talk to you on this episode about something that seems like it might be kind of common knowledge amongst players, but I don't see it implemented all the time. And there's a couple of things I just want to discuss. I was having a hard time deciding if this should go under gear or events because I'm going to sort of talk about both. But that's iPro. Now, there's kind of a few different things. Obviously, a lot of people are like, you should always have iPro, and I pretty much always agree with that. Now, there's a couple of different things I wanted to bring up. Obviously, there's, if you wear glasses like me, these are actually shatter resistant, so I wear these at games. They protect my eyes. I'm fine. Pretty much at burn games, what we do is we'll allow people to wear just about anything as eye protection. And if you hear a bunch of banging, I apologize. Neighbors are doing some work around the house and they're hammering. But I want to get this video out to you guys. So anyway, back to iPro. We pretty much let people rock whatever. I remember when we first getting into Nerf, Sean and I were talking about this, and we saw a forum post where someone had mentioned even like bringing like through those 3D glasses they give you for like 3D movies, like anything that basically will protect your eye. And we pretty much agree with that at our games. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone's. And here's kind of what I mean. So, at our games, we use stock, ammo. There's not a huge concern with it actually breaking anything. Now, if you are using Steffens, maybe something that has washers in it, or even some hot glue, you might damage some really cheap glasses, especially something that's really thin like that. Even like those little, like I said, the 3D glasses that are really paper thin depending on where you're going and what you're getting. So, be mindful of what you are going to allow at your games and be sure that you put that out there. Also, some people don't like getting hit in the face. There's lots of different things. There's masks. There's like paintball masks. There's other types of masks. There's visors. You know what I mean? There's a ton of different stuff out there. But I don't think I really need to go into that part because you can pretty much figure out what style you like, what you enjoy, things like that. Obviously, be prepared for where you're going to play and how you're going to play. If you're going to be playing HVZ at night, probably don't bring sunglasses, right? But on that exact same note, one of the events Sean and I were going to be running, we needed a bunch of iPro. Now, our normal burn games, we generally bring a bunch of extra iPro for anyone who doesn't have it. We bought it really cheap off Amazon. It was, we got a big bulk order, and they're just different colored. They're all clear, but like the sides have different colors on them. It was pretty cheap. They look fairly nice. They should fit most people. We didn't want to go like super cheap and have stuff falling off of anyone. But for this event, we needed more iPro than we normally bring extra. And of course, we told people ahead of time, hey, we're going to be doing this event. You can bring glasses and sunglasses. But what we did for a cheap solution was we went to the dollar store and we just bought a bunch of sunglasses because it was going to be happening during the day. There were going to be a lot of people. So if we needed like 40 sunglasses, okay, or, 40 pairs of glasses, we could have bought, it would have cost us $40 for 40. We didn't need quite that many. I think it was teams of like 10. So we spent like $20 on iPro for everyone just in case no one brought any. But always consider if you're going to be running a game, having some extra iPro for you, to loan out. Like that's probably, honestly, in my opinion, more important than having loaner blasters. I know we talked about loaner blasters on an episode, but it's the same concept. Having some iPro there. And now, I understand iPro might not be something that you can enforce all the time. Now, at our games, if someone's not wearing iPro, you just say, hey, put on iPro, like really, for reals. But we have a fairly controlled environment. Our field is relatively small. We have, at most 40 players. We've had a little bit more than that on occasion, but we're not getting hundreds of players like, say, in an HVZ event. Now, a lot of HVZ events, they are, at nighttime, or some of them are like week-long events. You can't be wearing iPro the entire time, so I understand saying, hey, listen, iPro is recommended. We really recommend you wear iPro, but it's not something that you can police all the time. So that's kind of the give and take there. I know a lot of people are like, you should have iPro at all times, and I agree. Any event that I go to, I tend to always have iPro on me. I mean, obviously I have these, so that's not a big issue. But people that I know, I always recommend, hey, if you're going to be a zombie especially, bring iPro. If you're going to be a human, you might get turned, and if you get shot in the face and you get hit in the eye, that sucks. Even with a standard blaster and a standard elite dart, I mean, it's gonna suck. And if maybe someone's rocking, tagger tips, that have a little Velcro on them, like that could mess up your eye. You could definitely scratch it up. So even with stock blasters, I recommend ammo. Like I said, I understand some circumstances where it is not enforceable and it's not feasible to require everyone to have it, but it's always good to be out there and say, hey, we highly, highly recommend you bring some iPro. We don't have any extra for, 100 people at an HVZ event. And, if it's going to be at nighttime and things like that, then you definitely have to get clear iPro. So, there's a lot of things that go into it, like I said. But I just wanted to throw that out there. It's something for those of you that, for some reason, if you don't, go out and get a cheap pair of eye protection, guys. It's super easy. And if you're running an event, go out and buy some cheap extra iPro so that you can loan it out just in case somebody new shows up. Somebody didn't think about it. Maybe if you have, kids at your game that their parents didn't think like, well, yeah, why would I need eye protection? You can be like, here's this. We don't want them to get shot in the eye, So there you go, guys. That's it. I know it's went a little bit longer than I originally thought, but I just wanted to get it out there and let you all know. So thanks so much for watching. If you have ideas or something you want us to cover, let us know in the comments below. As always, stay safe, have fun, and happy tagging.